And I'm like, well, tell me how that works. How are you in college full time, but you're in these brothels all night long? She said, well, I only sleep every other day. Last year, I was undercover with one of our investigations teams. We went to a series of establishments selling what we thought to be minors. There was probably a dozen girls being sold in that particular place. This one girl stood out to me right away. She had this smell to her, like she hadn't showered in a long time. And I started to talk to her and ask her about her life. Her dad had passed away, and her mom was ill. And she had a sister, but her sister was younger than she was, and that she was trying to provide for them. She really hated what she was doing, but she really didn't know how to provide for her mom or her sister in any other way. And one of the things I really like to ask people I sit with undercover is, what is your dream? And so I asked her what her dream was, and she told me that she wanted to speak fluent English, and she wanted to be in tourism, and that she was currently in college taking classes. And I'm like, well, tell me how that works. How are you in college full time, but you're in these brothels all night long? She said, well, I only sleep every other day. I go to school, to go to college all day, and I'll come here until 6 a.m., and then I go back to college. And then on the second day, I'll sleep. And all of a sudden, the smell made sense to me. And I told her, I looked her into the eyes, and I just said, listen, you have great strength, and you don't have to stay here. There's another way. And she looked at me like I was crazy, and she said, no one has ever said anything like that to me before. I left that brothel, and no one was a minor in that particular establishment. No one was what we would consider to have presented actionable intelligence, but I'll never forget her. And I hope beyond hope that even though I didn't leave her with a job, I spoke into her something that hopefully she'll hold on to and start to believe.